Good afternoon, everyone. I think this might be the last session of the day, and I know that right after this session, we're hosting a happy hour. There might be others that you're invited to. So I'm going to begin promptly. There's a lot for us to cover, and what's really awesome is I kind of walked around the room meeting some of you. It sounds like what we'll talk about is pretty relevant to your job, so I hope not to disappoint. So let me begin with a simple truth. We live in an era where the difference between success and stagnation lies in how fast your business can move from data to decision. I should probably also introduce myself. I'm Anna Crane. I'm the General Manager of Partnerships and Alliances at Dun Bradstreet, and I work so much with Databricks that I almost said that I'm with Databricks. Today's story that I will tell you is about exactly that, moving from data to decision at speed. And our story is about a manufacturer with a vision, a partner with trusted data, a data platform that delivers, and a partner ecosystem that allows us to experiment and drive toward our customers' goals. So welcome to the transformation of master data management. I imagine not everybody here is familiar with the Dun Bradstreet story, or maybe you're familiar with the brand, but not exactly what we do. We are a 184-year young company, and from tracking businesses by horse and buggy 180 years ago to now operating one of the most sophisticated global data infrastructures. We serve over 200,000 customers globally, and we really are the authority in business data. The scale of our global data supply chain means that we have thousands of data elements for each DUNS number, and DUNS is our unique identifier. And that allows us to create a foundation of structured data that is critical for decision making. That is the foundation on which innovations such as unstructured data can be then layered on. And we'll talk about that a bit more later. We serve a wide variety of customers, and that's probably why it's really hard to put on a slide who we are. But let me give you examples of questions that our customers ask us. For example, with the upcoming tariffs, what is the risk in my supplier portfolio, and where might be an opportunity? And by the way, if any of you are in the procurement or supply risk space, we're currently offering a free health check. So seek out any of the Dun and Bradstreeters in the room to get a health check on your supplier portfolio and kind of see our data in action. That's one of the big questions. Another one is, how can I speed up and simplify customer onboarding without taking on risk of sanctioned companies? And all of us know that this risk is ever evolving as the regulatory environment evolves. Another question, how do I really empower a very lean sales team, common problem, to focus only on the high likelihood buyers? And then another very common question to us is, how do I power up my marketing technology with the right signals that ensure conversion? We help answer these questions, not just with data, but with precision and scale and speed. And you'll see today, our partner ecosystem is actually our secret weapon. It's because of this that we're able to tell the story that I'm about to tell you. It's not just about D&B. It's about what's possible when the right data is in the right platform with an innovative ecosystem. We really can drive customer outcomes together. So imagine that you are a preeminent manufacturer in Atlanta. I won't tell you what they manufacture, but maybe you'll be able to guess. And you've announced that you're modernizing for the future. You've declared a bold vision. You've created a lot of marketing buzz. And to support it, you brought in a number of executives. You've brought in a business transformation leader. you've brought in a central data owner, and you needed a first win. The first question you tackled was how to make the sales force more efficient. So what the company did, they focused on getting clean, accurate data, and they linked that data into their CRM to solve for the fragmented and duplicated and unreliable data landscape. That was the first win. What that got them was enabled their sales force to focus on better prospecting, higher yield from prospecting. And I talked to one of you in the room, and you said that's actually what you do with our data today. You do better account segmentation, better account targeting. And that's what this manufacturer did. In the process, they also automated the ingestion of Dun Bradstreet data, and that's now done via API. And they linked their first party, their internal data, to the Dun Bradstreet data. And therefore, were able to enrich their data with legal ownership, with business firmographics, and that allowed the better account segmentation that I talked about. Now, this company is not alone. Only 50% of organizations today believe that their data gives them a competitive advantage. Only 50%. And only 25% of companies today have rolled out an AI-enabled MDM strategy. So hopefully this is a very timely conversation. Now, the question in front of them is how to scale from that initial win for the sales team and leverage the same cleansed data set across the organization. This company is making a strategic decision. They're pivoting away from cleaning individual data in individual silos, individual data stewards, and they're instead creating a foundational MDM strategy. And that capability for them is native to Databricks and anchored on DNB validated data. This approach means that the company can dedupe and harmonize and enrich their records in procurement processes, ERP, credit processes, and accounts receivables. That's just an example, and they can do that across the exercise. It's actually an international firm. So this becomes not about just mastering data. It's about re-architecting their data DNA around a single source of commercial truth, and that is delivered inside Databricks environment where scale and auditability are native. So there's a reason that we're having this conversation at the Data and AI Summit. In our partnership with Databricks, we're delivering the authoritative global data from supply chain risk that I mentioned to customer 360 to intent signals. That's what we deliver. Databricks provides the agility, the environment where enriched records can be shared, used in models, and ultimately delivered in a range of workflows. Together, we can eliminate the slow and very much error-prone manual steps of traditional MDM. And we can empower business leaders to make decisions with speed and certainty. This is not just about having data. It's having the right data made ready at the right time and in the right place. Now, this is also about agile ecosystem of partners, which is why we have here with us Frisco Analytics, whose Lake Fusion product is an integral part of the story that I am telling you. Now, with DNB data and Databricks and Frisco Analytics enablement, what traditionally took months of manual reconciliation is now done in just 6 to 8 weeks. Frisco is helping to implement production-ready mastering pipeline that's not only matched to the DUNS, but also enabled auto-enrichment and intelligent approvals. No-code workflows native to Databricks, powered by Lake Fusion and DNB. So what we have as a result is a new timeline for trusted data. Weeks, not quarters. And that speed, that's the multiplier on the business goals with no engineers needed. The result is accelerated time to value, high confidence analytics and automation, operational efficiency. So as a result of the project we're running now, our joint customer will join 57% of organizations that have implemented data mastering and report material improvements in operational efficiency. So together, we can actually deliver the wins for the internal customer of the central, like the central data owner, and their downstream end customers. Let me show you the impact two different ways. First, just in a slide. What I'm showing you is what the golden record enables. Standardized, trusted, AI-ready data that is ready to unlock predictive analytics, such as intent signals, or supply risk assessment, or credit assessments, embedded into workflows that allow an organization to drive toward data-driven enterprise state. So whether you're focused on risk, compliance, customer 360, this is all made possible with what we are putting in place, and it creates a competitive advantage. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like inside Databricks. And in the spirit of just having 20 minutes to do this, we're not going to do a live demo. But the good news is that Roz King right here, if you're interested, would be very happy to show this to you in a live demo and answer your questions. But let me start by just spending a couple of minutes on showing you what this looks like.
We're starting here with a golden record in Lake Fusion, the result of mastering data from your internal sources like a CRM or ERP into a single trusted entity view. This record, stored natively as a Delta table in your Databricks Lakehouse, governed by Unity Catalog, provides a solid foundation. But for many critical business functions, like evaluating suppliers and procurement, rapidly onboarding customers, or assessing credit risk, relying solely on internal data, even if it's mastered, isn't enough. These use cases demand external, validated, and comprehensive data about global businesses. This is where the power of Databricks Lakehouse, combined with Lake Fusion's mastering workflows and Dun Bradstreet's world-class data, becomes essential. You need to seamlessly enrich your trusted internal golden records with external identity and risk information from partners like Dun Bradstreet. Lake Fusion makes this integration straightforward. Within your entity configuration, you easily enable the Dun Bradstreet connection and map your golden record attributes like name and address to the corresponding D&B fields. Lake Fusion securely manages the API calls to D&B, handling requests for matching and enrichment, all orchestrated within your Databricks environment. For potential matches needing human review, the stewardship interface provides a clear view. Here you'll see your internal golden records side by side with the potential D&B match, including the crucial DUNS number. Data stewards can quickly verify the match. This process, running on scalable Spark compute on serverless warehouses, ensures accurate matches and enriches your golden record with trusted D&B identity and hierarchy data. The outcome is a D&B enriched golden record. This unified, validated, and enriched data is immediately available where your business needs it most, directly in your Databricks Lakehouse. For procurement, this means trusted supplier identity and hierarchy data to evaluate risk and optimize sourcing. For customer onboarding, it enables faster verification and streamlined processes using validated Dun & Bradstreet identity and DUNS numbers. For credit risk management, it provides access to comprehensive Dun & Bradstreet financial and predictive risk data directly tied to your internal entities.
What do you think? Look, let me leave you with 3 takeaways. Number 1, trusted data is the cornerstone, and by starting with a DUNS number and enriching your first-party data, your internal data, you can get globally validated insights faster. Number 2, radical acceleration is actually possible, and production-ready mastering in 6 to 8 weeks. I didn't think that was possible a few months ago, it is absolutely possible today. And this isn't just about the data cleanup. This is really strategic enablement for better risk management, better opportunity identification, and ultimately enterprise resilience. I actually have a fourth takeaway, which is that I want to thank you for your time, and I hope to see as many of you as possible at Wind Down at 4:30. And if you show up at 4:15, Roz will be able to do live demos before the drinks commence.